Yeah, sometimes I'm a little excessive. What we are doing today, Nayeli, is we are looking at our strawberries. My strawberries gave me a lot of wonderful strawberries. I did not cut them back. I let them create runners because I wanted to take these strawberries and multiply them in different places in my yard. And even when I let them create runners, I feel like I have enough. Strawberry plants, strawberries to satisfy me. As long as I space them out appropriately, one in the fall or spring works too, then I find that it's just fine. That they create an abundance of strawberries. And also, I have some of these planted in a ton of mulch, and I know that a lot of people would differ in their thoughts about using mulch because it ties up nitrogen. But I have found that because strawberries love water and I do not water my garden that much, I try not to, that I find that the mulch is just more helpful than not helpful. They say that wood chips tie up nitrogen, and I believe that. But and I know that strawberries really like nitrogen. That's what we're told. And I believe that too. But I find that I have planted a lot of my strawberries in pure mulch and with a little bit of dirt, and it has done well. So yeah, I need to improve my soil because my soil is very sandy. So I need to improve my soil because it rained, like I said before, maybe it rained like 3 times, I feel like, this year. And I want my soil to be able to hold water for a long time. Sandy soil, just all the water just goes down and goes to the water table faster. So I don't want that to happen. I'm gonna try to keep the water holding capacity of my land higher. That's my goal. Okay, something else I'm doing, because as I notice these roots, I know that these are more mature roots. And this is totally an experiment, guys. I gotta get this creeping Charlie out of it. That's creeping Charlie. You don't want that in your garden. It gets everywhere and it's just a mess. I don't even think, okay. So here. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm gonna rip off that root because I see a lot of yellow root that looks really good. And then this big long trunk which has more mature roots. And I know that mature plants actually, after 5 years, and this bed has been here for quite a while, and I've thinned it out and put things different places, but whatever, the older plants have more of a root like that. I'm gonna break them off. And I have not heard that advice anywhere. So it's an experiment, guys. I'm gonna continue to work on this, but I just have them in water, which I think gives me some trepidation in the way of fungal problems. If I have any fungal problems, that would exacerbate it, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I've got so many, and I'm just gonna hope for the best. So it is a long process, but I'm almost done ripping up what I want to. And I'm watering the ground here. I'm gonna take the dirt and scoop it off. I'll just show you what I'm gonna do. sometimes I'm a little excessive. What I'm planning to do is I'm planning to put mulch on the bottom, kind of like a style of gardening that I'll show you. But that will help keep moisture in the ground. And then I'm planning to put mulch down first, then cover with a bit of dirt. Then I'm going to put manure, a little bit of manure, horse manure. I'm going to plant the strawberries, get it saturated, and then I'm going to cover it with mulch completely. So they're going to be actually planted in not only mulch, but they're going to be planted in the dirt and the manure. So this time's a little different than other times. What I'm trying to do is get the water holding capacity high in my ground and the ability for it to retain water and keep it through a drought, because I do not want to water all the time, and also all of that mulch that will break down with time and will provide tons of minerals. This mulch is especially nice because look, there's so much green in it. That's a lot of nitrogen in it already. And also worms love leaf litter, so there's gonna be tons of worms attracted to this. And worms equal good earth and animal poo, worm castings and their benefits. It's gonna be awesome. No, not lately.
What was this?
Well, it got dumped in the tractor. Careful. Good. There's some horse manure. It's not totally composted yet, but that's fine. It's gonna be all right for these guys. I'm sure of it. My neighbor already planted some of her strawberries that I gave her inside of the same type of manure that was from her horses. All right, these guys don't look too awesome, but I think we shouldn't despise small beginnings. So, I'm spacing them about, I don't know, Papa, what's that? A foot apart? But you can space them 6 to 18 inches apart, or however much more you want. You want the space just between them so that they can develop a nice size berry. Last year I didn't space them. I didn't actually pull them out of the ground and replant them. I just thinned them out. And this next year, I think my production's going to be even more awesome because I'm spacing them out more. That's all.
Hey girl. She doesn't really like strawberries. Maybe she does. I don't know.
She wasn't eating them, at least. That's good. Unlike my duck.
I think she likes my jean shorts though.
See, the mulch is it's not very deep with the dirt and the
Manure.
manure.
Yeah, you planting strawberries? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. You want me to help you, say?
Yeah.
You think you need some more organic matter?
Yeah.
A little? Some poop?
Yeah.
Some manure? Horse poop?
No.
Or should we just make this the pond instead?
No.
Okay, so, oh, we don't want to bury a sandal. So we put this mulch on, and we hope that it's just a couple inches thick. Yeah, it's like 3 inches thick. I'm not sure if all of them will survive and come up through it, but it's an experiment, so I don't mind if they don't. Yes?
And there's worms under there.
Yeah, there are a lot of worms. Good fishing material. Also good gardening material, but I have a son who loves to fish, and fishing we must go. Okay guys, so here is an example of what it is outside. So I've got mulch, and then dirt, a bit of dirt, and then mulch, and that was the first experiment. I just wanted to kind of show you to clarify exactly what it was.
Here we're getting a load of the mulch. This is that cedar stuff. Really nice mulch. Pretty aromatic too. And it's pretty dry, as what she was talking about. The stuff isn't very green, so it's not going to get so hot and start composting on top of the strawberries. Side note, the tractor's new. Pretty new to us. We used to have a smaller 25 horse John Deere that was really handy, did a great job on a lot of stuff, and Elizabeth liked using it a lot more maneuverable. It's pretty cool, but it just wasn't big enough to do everything that we needed to do for moving bales and moving material around. So we ended up, this is a 5075 John Deere. Quite a tractor for us. It's big, not as maneuverable, but it definitely has the power and the size. This is a 7-foot wide bucket that is pretty heavy duty, so I'm getting quite a bit of material, whereas before it would have been 6 or 7 bucket loads from that other tractor. This was 2.5 to 3, so quite a difference.
I hope that we have the mulch not too thick, but in some places it might be a bit thick, but we'll see what happens. Strawberries that are here. Oh, it's so much light. Remaining strawberries that are here, I'm just covering with about 4 inches of mulch, and I've done that for the last 4 years, so I know that I'm not worried about that. I'm worried a little bit. I'm hopeful and worried that I didn't bury this too deep with mulch, because I've not transplanted and then covered. So I hope that it's not an epic fail, but we'll see. Hi guys, day 2, experiment number 2. So I'm just going to lay down randomly everywhere all our extra strawberry plants that were left over, and we're just gonna put like a scoop shovel full of our dirt that's sandy soil on it, and then we're going to put a thick layer of mulch down as well. So here goes. We're just gonna cover up the roots and try to leave the greens a little exposed, but then we'll put a bunch of mulch on top. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and put down a bunch of mulch. Daddy's job. Give that to the goats.
What?
Should we give those to the goats? Okay guys, last home stretch on this. 2 more scoops and we're done. These are my peach trees. I'll talk about those later. I'm going to take a mound of mostly decomposted, doesn't stink. This is a mound about, a 1.5 feet thick and deep of horse manure bedding, and that's all it is. So this is experiment number 3. Experiment number 4. I wasn't going to do this, but I have so many left over. I am just going to lay these. This is a little bit of mulch and dirt, and I'm just going to lay them on top of. I made this little thing for the kids. I just got it from some company that they were going to throw it out, so I scavenged. So I'm just going to put it here, and I'm really quite doubtful that these will make it. We're just going to plop mulch right on top of them. We'll just have to see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that it wasn't a total epic fail on my experiments, but we'll see together. Thanks for watching.